Welcome to the Big Fish. I'm Captain C.T. Williams. This is Captain Eric Olsen. I should say, I'd like to introduce you to Captain Eric Olsen. It's the first time we have been on his boat, Saltwater Therapy Charters.
Yes, sir.
There we go. And we are headed the wrong way out of Campo's Marina in Shell Beach, so you kind of worry. You say, wait a minute, but that's where Lake Bourne is. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to take a shortcut through Hopedale and then Delacroix with the goal of heading south towards Battledore Reef, some of those areas on that side, on the outside, for some red fishing. We're in the middle of the spillway, being open for quite a while now. The Lake Pontchartrain is starting to freshen up quite a bit. Don't really think it's gotten out to the sound and in Lake Bourne. We've had a lot of fresh water from Pearl River. We've had a lot of hard winds from some fronts that have come through, and that really has just dirtied up the water everywhere we look, and sent a lot of fresh water out, period. So we're in a very fresh spring right now, which means that speckled trout are scattered.
Real scattered.
And very inconsistent. You can have 3 days of great fishing, 2 days, 3 days of great fishing in any one spot. Pick one, and then right about the time you think you might be on a consistent bite, poof, smoke, gone. So right now we'll focus on redfish. And I think that at one time it was a trash fish. Now it's a lot more acceptable. A lot of people absolutely love redfish, and I'm one of them. This is also a great time for sheep's head, and we were talking about maybe doing that on another occasion. But as far as the redfish bite goes, wasn't that long. We were up in the Biloxi Marsh, and they're pretty thick on the north end of it. What's going on in the down by Battledore in that area? What are you seeing all around? Let's talk about Shell Beach and Hopedale first.
I mean, with this time of year, it's kind of like getting to be that transition. So we're trying to run out into the sound when the sheep's head are schooling, the big bulls. And with the weather today, we just couldn't make it out there. The redfish down south have been pretty consistent, but you get these fronts coming in and out, north winds, low water. It makes them scatter a little bit. We've still been doing pretty good. The river water down south, down in Point Lahash, is pretty thick. It's starting to come up north a little bit, which I'm not really seeing too many signs of life in the river water as far as bait goes.
But all right, so the goal today, tell us the plan today.
Goal today, we're going to go try to find some of these southeastern Louisiana redfish.
And the rigging?
The rigging, we're going to be fishing live shrimp under a popping cork. Sometimes when the water's a little dirty, I've been putting fluorescent plastic on there with the live shrimp.
Chartreuse, kind of bright colors.
Give them a little something more to see.
Something to see. All right.
We'll see how it works out.
Highly technical technique we're talking about right there. We've done it before, but the unique part about cork fishing, everybody makes fun of it. The truth is, knowing the depth is a big deal. Sometimes you want it 6 inches under the cork, sometimes you want it 6 feet. And then also, I am a true believer that the cork makes as much difference as the bait or the hook or the line or anything else you use. A loud cork in loud water conditions and a quiet cork in quiet ones has always seemed to be more effective for me. So we're going to head on down this canal, get under the bridge, and start running down through the marsh to get out to Breton Sound and Black Bay in that area. You take a quick break, and we'll be right back, and hopefully on some fish. So I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to see it's blowing probably less than 20, but really close to it. Water's pretty dirty, a little overcast, but we got a point. So we're gonna go try the point, see if we can't find a few fish on the point in the 20-mile-an-hour wind. Got some Campo's live shrimp, guaranteed to work or die trying.
There we go.
Fish is on.
Got your line too.
Oh, good.
One in the box.
First one.
Whoa.
Huh. Good fish.
Join your little friend in here.
That's it. So I made a stop that really looked like a place where you wouldn't catch much. A lot of wind, a lot of dirty water, a very small eroding point. Held a few redfish on it. Looked like it had more than we actually put in the boat. My fault more than Captain Eric's. But then all of a sudden the bite stopped completely. So we'll make a little move, see if we can find some better looking water. Catch a few fish from there. It was a nice first stop though. So let's give the Berkeley Gulp a try. Let's see what this one looks like. It's a brand new Penn Slammer 3. Haven't really set the drag, but it looks like it's all right. Using a metered fire line on this rod. Each color is 10 feet and it's 5 different colors. So when you see the same color come back, 50 feet. If you want it, there you go. Look at it.
Good fish.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a little abused, a little torn up, but watch. Just watch. Well, that's a good fish. Need a net for him?
Good fish.
Bam!
So you'll make the team?
I think he's gonna make the team. Gonna make the travel squad. Come on, bring him in right over here. Whoa, yeah, he's got same kind of thing. Spots everywhere. Boom.
Another pretty fish.
Good fish. So would you go for a third, or do you just go ahead and go in the bucket and get another one? That's pretty split up. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a fresh one. Although I could. I'm gonna tell you, it would do it. You don't believe me? No, watch. Three reds off of that one Berkeley Gulp. Here we go. Oh, looking good. Why quit? Look at that. Gonna be a keeper. Whew. Eric, I've been fishing. I watched a YouTube video on how to take redfish off. You don't have to pick every one up. I'm not gonna tell you no, but you don't have to. That's a beautiful fish.
We got another one to come join some friends.
Bada bing, box is looking good already. And it's still early. Now, I told you I'd get three redfish off of my little Berkeley Gulp. I bet I could get a fourth out of there. Okay, he's a little beat up, but that's all right. We're gonna go for four. Just gotta find a little meat to get the hook into. All right, gonna make the space. We're gonna get 4, just hang tight. Tell you what, you take a short break, we'll make a move, and we'll all rendezvous right back on this boat here on the Big Fish with Captain Eric Olsen, Saltwater Therapy Charters, and the Redfish. They're with us too. Welcome to the Big Fish. We are at our 3rd point of the morning, fishing somewhat between Hopedale and Delacroix. Just bouncing around some of the broken marshes. Windy, dirty water, but so far the red fishing's been pretty strong. Here we go. Firing them up. That's a pretty fish. Perfect size. Putting up a fight. Bada boom.
It's a Berkeley Gulp.
Telling you.
Redfish are loving it. That's 3 on that one, CT.
That's 3 on yours?
That's 3 on the Berkeley Gulp.
All right, I got 3 on this one. This one kind of got hammered. It's pretty torn up. So I really thought I could do 4 on one Berkeley Gulp. I got close, but I think I'm pushing my luck with this guy at this point. It kind of just fell down the hook. I'm gonna go get a new Berkeley Gulp chartreuse swimming mullet. Why don't you head on down to the Big Fish kitchen and see what's cooking today.
All right, this morning at GW Fins, we're going to be making an item that we don't sell in the restaurant. However, we do sell down the river for French Quarter Fest, which is coming up. We also make it for employee meal, and it's a great dish if you've got one of those days when you didn't catch a lot of fish. I know going out with CT sometimes we get pretty well skunked, and you know, you end up with 4 or 5 fish. This is a good way to stretch it. And one of the most important things about a fish taco is the slaw, because half of the body of the taco is going to be slaw. We're going to do a real quick dressing here. We've got mayonnaise, canned chipotle peppers, a little bit of salt, pepper, a little bit of the Cajun seasoning, and then a good deal of lime juice. I've got some cilantro. I'm going to chop that up and put in there. And we've got some locally grown Napa. And if you want your slaw crunchy, keep it separate and then mix it together right before you serve it. And then we're going to go to the next stage of our taco making, which is heating the tortillas. And the tortillas I've got here are made in Baton Rouge. They are hola nola, which are and these are a white corn tortilla. But I want them to be hot. They start to blister a little bit on top. But I want them to be flexible, because this is not a crunchy taco. This is a soft taco. Okay, right in there. They steam away. They'll stay hot for 10 or 15 minutes. Of course, the more of them you have, the longer they'll stay hot. Now we're ready to fry our fish. This is a basic beer batter. I've got 1 cup each of corn flour or cornstarch and all-purpose flour. I've got a pinch of baking powder, just like that, a pinch of baking soda, just like that, and a tablespoon of the Creole seasoning, and 1 beer. A cold works better on batter. And I've got some ice water there, and I'm going to thin this to about the consistency of heavy cream. It doesn't look like I'm going to have to really thin that much at all. You don't really want to thick. I'm going to put a couple of ice cubes in there. You don't really want anything thicker than that. All right, I've got a sheephead fillet here, which this time of year they're coming in pretty strong. I'm going to cut that into strips because I want to be able to hang on to them while I'm cooking them, because I'm going to wave them through the batter, and I'm going to give them a little dust in flour right down into the batter. I'm going to get a few of these little fish fingers. I'm going to kind of wave them through the fat. All right, our fried fish is done, and boy, it looks good. Looks like we cut that fish a little bit too big. No, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with having the fish hanging off. So, baby fish tacos with chipotle slaw from GW Fins.
GW Fins has dinner items so fresh they print a new menu daily. Give them a call and tell them CT said to give you the best seat in the house. All right, well, you were getting full up on what Tenny had to cook. I decided instead of a Berkeley Gulp, I'm going to go with a Campos live shrimp. So, not necessarily changing for any reason other than just to give it a shot. The live shrimp probably going to have its own vibrations because he's still in there wiggling his legs. It certainly has its own scent, just not as visible as that real high contrasty chartreuse color. So see what the pluses and the minuses are now. I just had a little bait about 3 feet in front of my cork go psh, and I'm headed that way with the current. So maybe, hold up. Let's see what happens here. What? I saw that bait jump around, and it was just about 3 feet in front of my cork, and my cork was headed with the wind and the tide in that direction. That's not a big one, but it was a predictable one. Bada bing. There goes the cork. All right.
There we go. He's gonna make the team.
Oh yeah, we got a keeper? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Very nice.
Well, he swallowed that Berkeley Gulp.
Tell you what, I think that bright color and that strong scent has a lot of advantage in this conditions just because the water's so dirty. Got him.
There he is.
Got him.
Right on that point.
Mm-hmm. Bring him in here. 1, 2, 3, boom! I believe that makes number 10, Eric.
That's it, buddy.
A very nice box of fish today.
Berkeley Gulp did the trick.
Berkeley Gulp and Campos live shrimp, no doubt about it. Now let me ask you a question. These windy conditions, this hot, cold weather, this is all going to continue for a little while longer. We're not done with it yet. Fishing's going to stay strong?
It's gonna stay strong.
Going to stay strong. You'll stay on top of them?
Got to.
What, so if somebody wants to come and fish, all right, and I'm not talking about the charter side, somebody's coming to fish and they're leaving out of Campos Marina, what's the best advice you can give them?
Well, depending on the conditions, you know, it's a no-brainer this time of year to go out into the sound, catch the bulls, sheep's head. If Mother Nature, you know, isn't favorable, run into the marsh, fish you some windward pockets, points, and keep sticking and moving.
Just pound the points and pockets, every single one you can, and any particular depth, how important is grass, those kind of things.
Well, if the water's low, you can, you know, you have a little better luck, you know, fishing the grass lines. But when the water's high like it is today, you really can't see the grass lines.
Just go up into the points.
You know, about 1.5 feet under a quart.
And a real visible plastic or a live shrimp. Anything else working well, or is that the best way to go?
I don't really throw the spoons too much, just the shrimp and
In the Berkeley Gulp.
In the Berkeley Gulp.
In the Berkeley Gulp. Swimming mullet, curl tail, 4-inch. Berkeley has made them the longest named bait you can buy. But very effective. Well, I tell you what, I'm sitting here just trying to get one, even though I was catch and release. But we did a box of fish very quickly. A lot of fun. Love to see you come out here and do the same thing with Captain Eric. Right there is some of your information. I've got some more on the screen for you. But as far as time goes, even though we finished early, we've run out of time on the show. So hope to see you out here catching fish by us. But if we don't, please join us right back here next time. Thanks for watching. We were just hearing on the radio a cute story of one of the charter captains that we know. You just got to be careful about sheephead because everything about them is dangerous. Their gills are sharp, their spines are thick and sharp, and so sharp to the point that we just had one guy brings it in the back of the boat and pokes the steering line.
Pierce the steering line, all the fluid leaked out. You don't want to wear the flip-flops out and during sheephead season.
If you talk to Captain Hook, Tim Urson, he'll tell you a time when one went through the ice chest and into his shoe. So, you know, when you're catching them, be a little more careful, but a very good fish to throw in the box and put on the table. Ow!
Almost took the cameraman out.
The fish is still on because the cork hadn't come up.
Stand back a little bit.
Life is flashing from my
Like a samurai sword.